where he goes, it is a joke. I mean, I don't think they have any concept. What I hear is that every room, every public building has a picture of him. I mean, everywhere you go.
Did you see him walking last night? Can you see Chris? He has a limp because he kept shattering his tiny little bird ankles because he's too fat.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, he apparently gained a lot of weight and he kept breaking his ankles.
That and the gout. He has gout.
He really does?
He does. Yep. Because he eats
a lot of rich
really?
food. But he's so young. He's barely 30 years old. Am I correct?
Yeah. But he eats nothing but pate. Foie gras. And when you eat nothing but foie gras, you have brittle
bird ankle.
Also kidding me is I know the actor, and I cannot remember his name, who plays him in the movie. He used to be in my acting class at Harvard Lex Comedy Workshop.
Oh, wow.
Funniest guy. And I'm thinking to myself, God, this guy's so lucky. He's in this Seth Rogen, James Franco movie. His whole career is going to change. He's going to go from working actor
You're
to...
like,
His death scene is now posted at Mediaite.com. Somehow they got a copy of the death scene.
I think this movie, we are going to be dying to see this movie.
I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
All right. 17 minutes after the hour. This hour of the Stephanie Miller Show brought to you. Hello, why do we look like human props? Because it's fun drive time. Carlos just spontaneously said, hey, that's a great jacket, Chris.
Yeah.
Hands up, bye.
I think we're going to have to get him one.
Yeah.
And you know how we can get him one?
Fun drive time at freespeech.org or call 1-877-378-8669 to make your tax-deductible donation.
Yeah.
Last week of the fun drive to help Mama and the Mooks, assorted mookages, stay on the air.
My arms are tired. I feel like I'm at Gitmo.
Sadly, we're a little behind, so we would really love you to step up to the plate and donate to Free Speech TV.
Don't tune in the new year and find us not there and be a surprise fly.
Don't be too late. Don't be Scrooge.
Don't be a surprise fly. Right? Where did Mom and the Mooks go? Oh.
It's Christmas Day, surprise fly.
And if we're not there, you'll be disgruntled fly.
God, I just ovulated. That was so cute.
I'm a father.
A $60 donation you get. We will send actual Coke, coal to the Koch brothers.
Yes.
Oh.
Not Coke. We're going to send Coke to anybody. What am I saying?
No, we're keeping that.
Okay, and you get a Drink, Cry, Quit Stephanie Miller Show water bottle.
Love those.
$120 donation. You get the Stephanie Miller Show wine set, which is right in front of Carlos over there. 2 glasses and a carafe. Beautiful. $240. The Stephanie Miller Show fleece jacket and the I'm a Stephanie Miller Show whore bag that Carlos was holding up. He's having trouble with his props now. Don't force him to be Carrot Top.
Well, and if you get one of these fleece jackets,
yes,
you can figure out for yourself what this pocket is for.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay. $360 donation. You get the wine set, the whore bag, and the Stephanie Miller Show scarf, which is extra long.
And it's got pockets in it, which is really, really, really cool.
Yes.
A scarf with pockets?
Yeah.
Yes. For $1,000. You get to meet Mama and the Mooks for lunch. Maybe Carlos will show up and surprise Lana, who is surprised that there's no food left because Mama eats too fast. Right. Okay. Do it now. Freespeech.org. Do it, please.
Give.
Who I understand is a birthday boy today. Why?
Technically,
it's your birthday.
Although I don't count them because that means you get older. So yes, it is. But it's Peter Pan. I am not getting older. That's it.
Good morning, sir.
Well, then happy non-birthday.
Yes.
Thank you. No, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good morning to you guys both. It's your last. You guys are off for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Friday.
Christmas week and New Year's week. We lucked out because they were both in the middle of the weeks.
Yep, but we're going to have some great best ofs, and some of them featuring you, Dean Obadala.
Really?
Yes.
Very exciting. I'm glad I made the best of. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And I'll listen to it.
All right.
I won't be writing. I'll just be chilling out. I have nothing to do without you guys on.
Right.
My life becomes vacant.
Well.
I have to watch Fox News. No, just to get mad. Because
Yeah.
Dean, as a Muslim, you wrote
right.
I always do the Fox News pronunciation for you.
I want to be called pork-free American from now on. Politically correct term, because Muslim is inherently negative now. It's like the new N-word is the M-word, we call it.
Yes.
I want to be called pork-free American.
All right. So listen,
we call each other Muslim.
As a pork-free American, you had an interesting perspective on this. You wrote a piece called "Why the Muslim World Isn't Flipping Out Over the CIA Torture Report." You say, sure, they torture people in the Middle East, but we need to be better than that. In fact, we need to prosecute those who tortured prisoners. But you made a lot of great points. Mike Rogers, among others, chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, rang alarm bells. Our own intelligence community has assessed this will cause violence and deaths, the release of this report, right? You say perhaps the intelligence about those predicted protests was gathered using enhanced interrogation techniques, which explains why the information was wrong.
Yep. Well, you got at, though, actually, I was on a few other interviews, and what you said was the right what the article is really about. Like, we have to be better than this. Because a couple other people interviewed me about this, and they kept going through, so the Muslim world does terrible things too. I'm like, no, that's not my point.
children call their favorite time of year. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is the, Stephanie Miller Show, 24 minutes after the hour. Aw, Christmas miracles. Jason Stewart said his phone is lighting up now because of being on Stephanie Miller.
Oh, hooray.
And this guy from this other
And
country.
angels are getting their wings everywhere.
He doesn't speak English well, and I should take the time now on the show to talk to him on my phone. I'm sorry.
All right, good idea.
I don't realize that I'm actually on the show right now, everyone. I'm on the show.
That's right. You
Right.
can watch it at StephanieMiller.com.
StephanieMiller.com. I cannot, StephanieMiller.com.
There you are.
I cannot, or JasonStewart.com, STUART, if you want to see any of my work as an
Oh,
actor.
and by the way, somebody was tweeting about not only were you hilarious on this week's Happy Hour podcast, which you can also get at StephanieMiller.com, but they someone was very touched when you talked about your eating disorder.
Oh, really?
And stuff, because we talk about real stuff on the Happy Hour thing, not just,
Oh, I've had it since I was a kid. Yeah, it's a thing of basically women and gays, and
Right.
there are some straight men that have it, but it is,
Right.
yeah. And I've kept it under wraps, I guess, or under control over, by going to a program that I'm not allowed to say because it's anonymous.
Right.
And
I think we know which one.
Yeah, I think it is, and I've been in it for 24, 25 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
And I'm glad that I can help anybody, and it is fixable.
you could be the patron saint of Obi, the obese dachshund. Have you seen Obi? Obi shed 50 pounds and has posed for a hot dog calendar. That was Obi previously. He weighed 77 pounds.
He couldn't, his feet didn't go to the ground.
No, they didn't go down.
Oh my God!
Obi the dachshund
I'm
from
surprised he doesn't
Portland.
have his own television show.
Yeah, he made headlines in 2012.
Obi Boo Boo.
Yeah, it could be like a Richard Simmons, dog Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
Then he'd have
He
to
weighed
wear
a startling
shorts. Then he'd have to wear shorts and would have to hang out.
77 pounds. His new owner set him on a quest to help him lose more than half that. He now clocks in at a healthy 23 pounds. And he just calendar. Isn't that bad?
Yep.
I think that's amazing.
Right?
Yes.
Very exciting. Oh, in other animal news, by the way, Mississippi pastor protesting gay marriage. He put a wedding dress on his horse. See, because that's Charlotte.
Oh.
That's Charlotte, his horse. She looks very fetching.
I think it looks really attractive.
Pastor Edward James stood outside a federal court building with his trusty steed sporting a wedding gown, hoping a Mississippi judge will reconsider overturning the state's ban on same-sex marriage.
It looks a little like a shower curtain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that looks a little
Yeah, you could
accidental.
tell a straight guy dressed that
Or a
horse.
tablecloth. There was no little head thing. They pulled a veil over, which I think would have been attractive.
We have been talking about the Sony hack and them canceling the movie, The Interview. I think we have missed largest, the Sony hack, there was a lot of startling things. One of which, Alex Trebek almost quit Jeopardy. Did you know that?
What?
Yes.
Yes.
This was in an email chain that was discovered.
Yes, he refused to give in to the demands of a whiny stage mom, warning Sony that he would quit if they had a problem with it. He warned Sony he would call it quits. They were asking him to retape an emotional segment with a kid and a stage mom.
A kid got a question wrong, so they stormed off or something like that.
And they wanted to cut that from the show?
Right.
Yes. The stage mom demanded that they cut it from the show and refilm it.
What is helicopter?
That's the best.
Helicopter stage mom.
Yeah.
But that isn't the best. It's real live.
Yeah, that was Trebek's take too.
And he's been on the show a million years.
And so he has the power.
Well,
Wait a minute, everybody. Ed is a Sony employee. Hello, Ed. You're on the Stephanie Miller Show. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, go ahead.
Hi, Ed.
I just want to say I worked for Sony for several years doing visual effects for ImageWorks.
Are you still there?
No, I'm not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been for a few years. But I've gotten this gift from Sony now where all of my information is now scattered around the globe.
Yeah, that's the way it is with all former Sony employees.
Yikes.
Wow. Did you ever say anything was embarrassing that you have to watch out for?
Well, not just that. It's like his Social Security number. That sort of thing has been compromised.
But all of your family members, too. If you've signed up through their 401k or for their health and you've given that information, it's not just you. It's now your entire family and your kids. Their Social Security numbers are out there. And this is the second time that Sony has screwed us recently. You know, They also are outsourcing all of our jobs to Vancouver.
I have found your password very handy in my Christmas shopping. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that wish list right up there. So whatever you can do,
Yeah.
If I have your number, does that mean we're dating? Your Social Security number?
No, that's PIN number. If you,
I'm sorry, because I thought
give your PIN number, you're dating and you're a moron.
Right. That's just because I'm
Ed,
single, Ed.
Ed, that is horrible. I mean, that's what's so terrifying about this is it could happen to any of us.
Yeah, no, I have to go back and look, but if my memory serves me correct, the head of security of the data internet security for Sony had an article a couple years back where he was boasting about how he could do the least amount of work possible to skirt around the laws. Something to the effect, I think the one quote was, if I have to spend $1 million to protect $10 million, it's not worth it. And
oh my God!
That's still in charge of that of that security right now.
Wow. Do you think more than those two employers are going to join the lawsuit? I mean, extensively, right?
I've already been contacted for doing
a class action. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. All right, 29 minutes after the hour. More Jason Stewart live in studio on the Stephanie Miller Show. Hello, Free Speech TV land. Why, it's noted journalist May Lee to help us with our Free Speech TV fund drive.
Hello.
Particularly, Chris, you and I are not fans of the prank humor generally.
No, we're not.
This is funny.
It is. I love it.
For only a $60 tax-deductible donation to Free Speech TV, we will send this actual coal to the actual Koch brothers.
We're being impish.
Oh my God, that's funny. I love it.
Because they've clearly been naughty.
Yes, they have.
And all the Coke suckers that suck off the Coke teats. Is what I'm saying.
Oh my God, they deserve truckloads of this.
That's right.
Yes,
it's a way to stand up for your network, Free Speech TV, and the lack of corporate influence and corporate Koch brothers money that is ruining our country.
Amen.
Ooh, it feels good. Look at that.
Yes, it's substantial.
It's like real cool, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not kidding around here.
Amazing.
Go to freespeech.org, or you can call 1-877-378-8669 to make a donation to your network. And send a message to the Coke suckers. I was going to say quickly that Ali Soufan, who was the interrogator, one of the interrogators, he made that part of the point. He said this is why, number one, before the other, obviously right or wrong, which should be the only thing. He said the reason it doesn't work is because they're used to torture in the Middle East. And he said, I mean, look at what's his name, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. He, there was an article yesterday. He prided himself on being able to withstand waterboarding. They did it 183 times. They got no good information. They got information before they tortured him. But
I could never be in these terrorist groups because I could not withstand any torture. Just a threat of torture. I'm like, what do you want to know? Give me a pen and paper.
Me too.
Yeah.
I can draw. Let me put in. I draw an actual map. I would not be very. I would break in minutes. Like they just capture me. I'm like, let's talk.
Yeah.
Really? Like they even asked me a question.
Yeah.
But no, there's been a history of torture.
I'm overly chatty with no coercion whatsoever. Chris can tell you
That's
that.
Right.
You shouldn't have told me that probably. I'm like, okay.
That's why you have a show. This is a perfect fit for you. Like, now these guys who've been tortured probably should have their own talk shows. They're used to talking on endlessly about whatever, because a lot of it was not. I think the information that we heard was that it wasn't ethical. Although the Republicans will tell you it was, and the CIA director will